Who exposed the cunning fox? In the big green forest, full of tall trees, flowers, and lush meadows, there lived a sly and cunning fox named Clever Foxy. She was known among the animals not only for her fiery tail and sparkling eyes, but also for her knack for lying and tricking others. Every animal in the forest knew to be on guard if they came across her. Still, her tricks often went unnoticed, as she planned them with great skill. One sunny autumn morning, as the leaves turned golden and the air carried hints of winter, Clever Foxy strolled along the forest path. She watched how autumn transformed the forest and smiled slyly, planning her next trick. Soon, she spotted Wolfie the Wolf sitting by the river, drinking water. His strong silhouette reflected in the crystal clear water, and his sharp teeth glistened in the sunlight. Foxy smiled mischievously and approached him, swishing her tail to catch his attention. With a honeyed voice that almost sang, she said,
"Good morning, Wolfie. You're so strong and scary. But what will you do if winter comes early and there's no food?"
I hadn't thought about that. I'm a strong hunter and can get food on my own.
Foxy pretended to be concerned and said with a fake sigh,
"Well, luckily, I know a cave full of meat, but only the strongest can reach it. If you come with me, I'll show you."
Tempted by the promise of easy prey, Wolfie followed Foxy. They walked a long way through the forest, crossing small streams and passing giant rocks. Along the way, Foxy kept praising him.
"Oh, Wolfie, your paws are so powerful. I'm sure no one else could make it to this place."
Finally, they reached a rocky area. Foxy pointed to a narrow cave covered with thorns and brambles.
"There's the cave. Go inside, and I'll keep watch outside,"
she said with a cunning grin, stepping back to make room for him. Wolfie squeezed inside, but instead of finding meat, the cave was a trap full of sharp thorns. As he struggled to escape, the thorns scratched his fur and caused him pain. Foxy laughed loudly and called out,
"Oh, Wolfie, it seems you're not as strong as I thought. Ha ha ha."
Then she ran off, leaving him stuck. After tricking the wolf, Foxy continued on her way. The forest was alive with birdsong, and autumn flowers filled the air with their fragrance. Foxy walked with her head held high, pleased with her success. Soon, she came to a small clearing where Hedgehog Spike was gathering apples for winter. The little hedgehog loved autumn. It was a time for hard work and caring for his family. His basket was almost full as he carefully pecked the ripest, juiciest apples.
"Spike, you're so hardworking, but how will you carry so many apples home? Don't you need help?"
Spike, a bit suspicious, looked at her and replied,
"Maybe, but I can manage on my own."
"Oh, don't be like that. Let me help you. Your basket is so heavy, you'll get tired."
Spike thought for a moment, but eventually agreed. Foxy grabbed the basket and started carrying the apples up the hill. As they walked, she kept glancing around, as if looking for something. When they reached the steepest part, Foxy suddenly stopped, looked at Spike, and said,
"You go ahead, and I'll catch up."
Spike went ahead, but when he turned back, he saw that Foxy and half of his apples were gone. She had left him disappointed, but Spike decided he would be more careful next time. Carrying the stolen apples, Foxy started thinking about her next victim. On a large meadow, she spotted Granny Bear collecting honey in big jars. Bees buzzed around as Granny Bear carefully poured the honey into jars to store for the winter. Granny Bear was proud of her hard work and the sweet honey that all the forest animals love.
"Oh, Granny Bear, your honey is the sweetest in the forest. But is it sweet enough? I know a place where you can find the best nectar."
"Really, Foxy? Will you show me this place?"
"Of course. Follow me."
Foxy replied with a sly smile. They walked a long way through the forest, past fields of wild lavender and under dense pine trees. The bees tried to follow Granny Bear, but eventually fell behind. Foxy intentionally zigzagged to confuse them. Finally, they reached a small pond. While Granny Bear looked for flowers, Foxy sneaked closer to her jars of honey.
"Oh, Granny Bear, look at the beautiful reflection in the water. Maybe the flowers are on the other side."
Granny Bear leaned down to see the reflection, and Foxy quickly grabbed 2 jars of honey and ran off, disappearing into the forest, feeling more confident than ever. Foxy thought, all the animals are so gullible. Then she spotted Bunny Hog playing with his little bunnies in a meadow. She approached him with a smile.
"Bunny, don't you know there's danger nearby? Only I can protect you, but you'll need to give me some of your carrots.
But Bunny Hop was clever and immediately realized that Foxy was lying. He pretended to be scared and said,
Oh, Foxy, really? If that's the case, let's go see this place together.
Convinced that Bunny was knave, Foxy agreed. Instead of leading her to danger, Bunny took Foxy to the other animals. There, he told everyone about her tricks.
Foxy, it's time to confess. Why do you take advantage of your friends?
Ashamed and exposed, Foxy had no choice but to apologize to Wolfie, Hedgehog Spike, and Granny Bear. The animals decided to forgive her, but warned that if she tried to trick them again, she would be banished from the forest. And so, Foxy learned her lesson. Kindness and honesty always win over lies and tricks. Peace and trust returned to the forest, bringing days filled with joy and friendship.